if you don't keep your money in check, your money's gonna keep you in check. You know what I mean? It's pretty simple, actually, but we're not taught this. I wasn't taught this. I had to learn on my own, and I just hope that I could share that information with you guys and ladies. So, good morning, everybody. It is Demise Media here. I'm gonna get real open with you guys about financial stuff. Yes, it's boring. Yes, I understand it is not sexy to save money or to invest money or to build wealth over the long time. And I'm not I'm not wealthy yet. I'm not rich yet, maybe. I believe wealth and rich are a little different. I was raised probably lower middle class, if you could say. You know, I've been living pretty much away from my family since I was 17. And my mom and my dad were never married. So it's a little background on me, on how I was raised. No college fund, no child support growing up for me. No savings, no bonds, nothing. So basically, it was just nada. So for me, everything I had, I pretty much had to, you know, if you look at somebody like my son, for instance, he's 2 years old, and his net worth or whatever, and his savings, he already has a lot for him. I'm not going to say how much, but like he's kind of set. So if you look at him and life, that number attached to him, it's all a numbers game. That's pretty much it. Me, it was zero. It was like, all right, you know what I mean? So no college fund growing up, no freaking none of that. That's fine. I don't care about that. That's good. That makes me want to go out there and do it on my own, which is how I'm going to do it, right? So here are some things that if I could tell myself like 10 years ago or whatever, maybe you can take some of this advice. So one is you should open up a credit card young, and what you should do is get a credit card, either secured or not. I say you try to get an unsecured credit card. Therefore, you don't have to put any money down, and it's a lot easier. So what you should do is if you're 18 years old or 19 years old, on your own, without a cosigner or without a parent, get a credit card, a simple credit card, unsecured if you can, or secured if you cannot get an unsecured one, and use it as if it is cash money, okay? So listen to this though, okay? Don't go out there and use it on a brand new fucking TV and finance it. No. And don't go out there and use it like free money. It's not. It's the bank's money. They're paying, and then you got to pay for it later. So if your limit is $1,000, you must only use $300. That's 30%, I believe, right? Never go over 30% of your, I forgot what it's called. I'll put a thingy up here, right here. Because if you go over that utilization or whatever it's called, your credit score is going to go down, because that means that you're biting off more than you can chew. So get a credit score. Mine was 0 credit score. Like they're like, oh, we can't loan you anything. It was up to like 620, and they were like, oh, that's not that good. I was like, oh, really? Then it went down to 538, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. All right, just kidding. And then it went up back to 680, and then now it's up to 740. I got a thing in the mail from my financial services saying that my credit score now is 758. And 758, I heard that if you're trying to apply for a home loan or a car loan, they'll bend over backwards for you. They'll be like, oh shit, we want you. We're going to give you a low interest rate. For those who don't know, if you're paying for a car that's $15,000 and your interest rate is 15% because you have a low credit score, the lower your credit score is, the higher the interest rate. You're not going to be paying $15,000 for that car. You're not going to be paying $16,000. You're going to pay close to upwards of like $19,000 for that car after the 4 or 5 years. I'm estimating here. I'm not a math genius, but you know, you got to crunch these numbers in. If you have a 1 or 2% interest rate and the car is $15,000 after 4 or 5 years, it'll be like, I'd say like $16,500. It's going to be a lot less. And those monthly payments are going to kill you. So get a credit card. Only buy things that you would buy regularly with cash. You know what I'm saying? So if you get a credit card, and say, oh, I'm going to pay for gas in my car, I would usually pay $50 to fill up my tank with cash. No, use a credit card. That's it. Do not spend on anything else, because you might snowball effect and you might freaking end up going into credit card debt, and you have to file for bankruptcy, and then it'll be all bad. So don't do that. You know, spend it. Boom, $50 gas right away. As soon as it comes up and it says you can pay off your $50 balance, pay it off right away. You're going to need a checking account as well. So open a savings account, open a checking account. Then after you do that, then open a credit card, okay? So first and foremost, checking, savings account. And then open your credit line. There you go. Secondly, save. Just save up, save up, save up. Whenever you get a paycheck, say it's like $700, put away $150 right to your savings account, okay? And what that is going to do is it's going to give you that emergency money just in case. There was two times where my car was towed and it was expensive. But I didn't have to ask anybody for money. I didn't have to ask anybody for shit because I had it in my savings. So the golden rule, no, not the golden rule, but what Dave Ramsey says is you should have a $1,000 rainy day fund. So that's $1,000 set aside that you just don't touch, only for emergencies. And then minority mindset is Jasprit Singh. He says to have $2,000 of just savings, okay? See how unsexy this shit sounds? It doesn't sound fun, it doesn't sound cool. But I read The Millionaire Next Door, which is a book about the most common millionaires, and they build their wealth slowly over time. They don't get rich quick. They don't freaking play the lotto. You can do that, but it's more of like an addiction, playing the lotto, and you might win, more power to you, but if you really want to, you'll get rich quick and you'll probably be poor just as quick because you're not financially ready to take on that responsibility. What I believe money is, it's just a tool, and if you act on emotion, say for instance you didn't grow up with a lot of money, like me, you're going to get into some money and you're just going to want to spend it all. And you're not going to know what to do with it. So, save up $1,000. I say save up $1,500, so $1,500. So, open a checking account, open a savings account. Every paycheck, you should be working or you should be getting money somehow. Put about $100 aside. All right, I put more than that. And, you do that, you have that. What else are you going to spend it on, right? Pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. So, get that credit score. Get it up to freaking 700 plus, okay? Pay off your credit cards early. And don't go out, don't go to the bar and buy a lot of drinks. If you go to the bar, drink a little bit before. Okay, if you want. Don't condone this. Oh, fuck that. Do what you want to do, man. This is what I do. I'll straight up drink, get a little pre-game action going, and then after that, you go to the bar, buy yourself one drink because the drinks are marked up 300%, man. So one beer you could buy, a beer is probably like $1.25 when you buy a 6-pack. But when you're buying it from the bar, it's going to be $7-8. Then you got a tip. Nah, don't try to be cool. Don't try to be fucking like, oh yeah, I got you, man, I got you. You're just burning a hole through. You just have a hole in your pocket. You gotta burn through that money so quick, and the only one that's gonna look like a fool is you. Especially when you're asking other people for money and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done it a lot. All right, so just keep yourself. Just if you don't keep your money in check, your money's gonna keep you in check. If you don't manage your money will manage you. You know what I mean? It's pretty simple, actually. But we're not taught this. I wasn't taught this. I had to learn on my own. And I just hope that I could share that information with you guys and ladies. So, thank you all so very much. It's Demise Media.